Good morning, SVN and all of our invited guests. Welcome to SVN Live, our weekly property broadcast for December 18th, 2017. We have a great lineup for you this morning. We welcome you. As you know, we try to give you a couple of economic talking points to consider to discuss with your clients. CMBS is back, has grown pretty well in 2017. Expected to flatten out a little in 2018. You have to look to your banks and other lenders. The Mortgage Bankers Associations reported that the CMBS multifamily originations alone will increase about 6% over 2016 levels. But look at that number, $515 billion in new lending, still alive and well. Overall, the MBA reports broad health in the lending market, great stability in commercial real estate markets, and that is not expected to change in 2018. Good news, certainly, for the new year. Also, despite store closings and all the discussions of retail real estate, it seems to be holding its own in the third quarter, according to Reese. Kind of mixed results for most retail markets, with 42 of the 80 metro markets tracking negative net absorption in third quarter. Rent growth has remained stable for 2017, about half a point increase in the most recent quarter. So it's a mix and match. While some stores and national chains close, obviously there continues to be tenants backfilling those spaces. It's understandable considering that our consumer confidence still seems to be strong, and certainly our consumer spending seems to be really strong heading into the holiday season. Got a lot of closed deals. We just wanted to highlight a few. First one up is a deal I closed myself, industrial opportunity in Chicago, Elk Grove Village. The interesting backstory on this particular transaction was the gentleman that listed it and sold it with us, built it 40 years ago. He is now 84 years old. He is taking his $1,168,000 and hopefully doing some traveling or something fun. Anyway, interesting deal, record setter for the marketplace. We want to congratulate Jerry Chilson. He just closed this Windsor, Colorado industrial property, $1,422,500, $101 a foot. That is an outstanding price. Congratulations to Jerry. We also want to congratulate Frank Jermusik, our council chair of resort properties and golf courses, Cameron Peterson and Tom Atchison. They just closed this Minnetonka, Minnesota opportunity at $1,760,000. Interesting transaction, and of course project management continues to be their Northco trademark. And Minnetonka reminds me of the moccasins I'm probably going to buy on my drive from Denver to Arizona and California. Ed Boder, congratulations, Patty McClemens, and he joined forces on this beautiful office building in Naples, Florida. This deal closed at $103 a foot. It was an executive suite building. Buyer was local, which is great. Did suffer some damage during the hurricane, but remediated that damage and sold it. So the market is coming back alive and well. Congratulations to the COVA team. All right, Ed Boder also closed this industrial deal in Naples, Florida. This was a very interesting deal when it was first presented. $2,400,000 a foot. Buyer was also local, and congratulations to Ed. He used our SVN Matterport 3D virtual tour to market and saved a lot of time. Probably helped him get the listing as well. We're using that, and it's a great tool. Ed, congratulations. Sanjay Mundra, our council chair of hospitality, Brian Morlock, and Nat Varnana joined forces together to sell this hospitality opportunity in Tallahassee, Florida. $3,200,000. We're missing a zero. Sorry about that. It was an asset sale. Contract to close was only 45 days. Very, very nice. Kobe West, we want to give congratulations to you in our Denver commercial. $4,500,000. What a wonderful center. $233 a foot. Great location, and of course, Kobe's a great advisor as well. Good combination. All right, we want to congratulate Glenn Burhow, one of our top 10 advisors all the time. He sold another single tenant Walgreens. This is their new beautiful design. I kind of like it. This thing just opened. Literally, rent started in December. And international investor is the buyer. And look at that price per foot, $521, 5.25 cap. Glenn, congratulations, my friend. Let's go to Chicago. Wayne Kaplan, Lee French set a record on Jefferson Street for us, $12.5 million, just under $300 a foot. It is what's happening in the West Loop. Cap rate was around 6 3/4. We represented the seller, and I can see we did a good job. Wayne, Lee, congratulations. Let's talk about our featured inventory this morning. Excuse me. I've got $31 million of featured inventory, $673,000 worth of buy-side fee. And as you know, 100% of the time, 50% of the commission is available to you when you close a transaction with us, and we look forward to you doing just that. We're going to bring back Doug Wilson and David Coe. We had a little technical difficulty last week, and he's going to tell us about not only a great opportunity, but one that got even better.
Good morning, John. This is Doug Wilson. Thank you very much for the opportunity to represent. We just presented this a few weeks ago, and there is a situation going on where there's a partnership realignment, and we have a significant price reduction as a result. The price has been reduced from $1.65 million to $1.499, and that is an 8.5 cap at the asking price. And this is a really good opportunity for not only national buyers wanting to get into this marketplace, but also great for 1031 buyers. This is a 20,000 square foot medical office building, although built in the 60s, is really in excellent condition. And it's got multiple small tenants. So often you get a medical office with 1 or 2 large tenants. Those are the ones that can leave and go to one of the bigs. And that's probably not the case with this one, because there's about 12 to 15 tenants in here. They're very small. They're all medical. And it's really a stabilized asset. It's by no means a distressed asset. We just have a partnership that's looking for offers before the end of the year. Again, an 8.5 cap rate at the asking price, and with traditional protocols of negotiations and bank underwriting, I think this could easily be a 12% return on cash. For many people trying to get into this market, probably half our buyers are from out of state now. This is a really good one to get in on with a really good yield opportunity. The yields are really getting pushed down with the activity in this marketplace. So we're very excited to represent this. I think it's just a great opportunity. And so reasons to buy are that this is, as I said, a good yield opportunity. It is also in an area that is in Columbus's casino district. It's kind of a tertiary suburb of Columbus that is really on the upswing because there was a casino built here. Casinos are by no means no news of any significance these days, but it's kind of a big deal for Columbus because Ohio had a very great governor, Governor Voinovich, who's the brother of our managing director, Vic Voinovich in Cleveland. George Voinovich, the governor, didn't like casinos. And so when casinos were being built, they weren't being built in Ohio, and Columbus wasn't very close to any other casinos. So just as a sidebar comment, because casino is very active and successful here, this property is like a mile from the casino, and it's causing a lot of investment in infrastructure and new properties. So we are excited to represent. I think this is easy to underwrite for lenders from all over the country. So many out-of-state buyers can't get local loans sometimes. This is very underwritable for any number of underwriters within the country. So very excited. If possible, get us an offer before the end of the year. Thank you very much.
All right, Doug, thank you very much. Let's go to, let me see if I can get us advanced here. Bill Riley. Bill, are you with us this morning? We didn't hear you during our rehearsal. We hope you are. Bill has a hospitality opportunity in Monte Vista, Colorado. He'll have to look at that next week. We'll bring him back. Hey, David Cook's got some additional wonderful listings. Casual living. The first one is in Plano, Texas, priced at $2.8 million. And I think his faithful companion and friend, Steve Fithian, one of our great SVN advisors, is going to present for him.
Yeah, I didn't have my David Cook mask to wear, so sorry about that. All right, Central Expressway, this is a major freeway that's going north out of Dallas up into Plano. Plano is an extremely high growth area. It goes on out to McKinney, which is growing like crazy. It's a very desirable suburb of Dallas, Texas. This property presents a rare opportunity for a user owner to buy a highly visible freestanding building located on a heavily traveled expressway, which approaches 200,000 vehicle counts a day. With high 22-foot clear ceilings, an open floor plan, and large storefront windows, this property could be a great showroom for almost any retailer. So the obvious use would be for a user, but I would say also that this property is so well located in Plano that an investor could buy this and then be in search of a tenant, which is, I'm sure, soon to come. And if we could move on to the next one.
You bet.
All right, this property is in Southlake, Texas, which is it's between Dallas and Fort Worth, adjacent to the Dallas-Fort Worth airport. It is one of the most affluent cities in the nation. The average household income within a 1 mile radius is $243,000, which is more than 3 times the national average. This property is located in the heart of a very prestigious trade district, which spans approximately 2 miles along Southlake Boulevard and contains approximately 3 million square feet of retail space. This property also has high ceilings, an open floor plan, and large storefront windows, so it too will appeal to a large variety of retail merchants. And I'll just add, that was written material by David Cook, but I live very, very close to this location. This is absolutely a hot retail trade area, and this property will not be looking for a tenant long. So again, this could be a great deal for an investor buying a property and then being able to lease it up quickly. Thank you, SVN. Appreciate it.
All right, Steve, and we appreciate you standing in for David. Nice job. Let's go to Phoenix, Arizona. Justin Horwitz, Paul Borgeson have an outstanding Phoenix opportunity for you, priced at $5,650,000 this morning.
Thank you, John, and good morning, SVN. And a quick update on this one. We've actually dropped the price in the last week, $100,000. We have a motivated seller on our hands, so we're down to $5,550,000, which brings us to a 7.1 cap on in place, 87% occupied, 3-building retail center in the heart of Phoenix, backs right up to the Sunny Slope Mountain. If you're not familiar with this portion of Phoenix, it's a area that's going through a tremendous amount of regentrification at the time. Fronts right on 7th Street, which is a major thoroughfare throughout the valley. The property was renovated in 2010 and is about as good as it gets in Phoenix for a renovated property. Very good looking, great tenant mix. Most of these tenants have been here about 10 years on average. The Burger King in the corner does not come with our property, just a heads up to everybody. Market rents are a little bit higher than what we're currently getting, so there's definitely some upside to bump some rents and fill up the last 2 spaces. Like I said, we've got a motivated seller, so bring us your offers.
All right. Beautiful piece of real estate. Congratulations. Speaking of really good-looking real estate, Tim Davis has one for us. As close to the sand as you're going to get.
Thanks, John. Yes, this is a site pretty well situated in Daytona Beach. It's right immediately 1 parcel north of one of the bridges that provides access back to the mainland. The bridge is currently down. It's being rebuilt, which is about a 4-year project. So you're going to have a little bit of time, lead time there. But one of the more interesting things about this property that we found in the last year is it is a foreign seller that specializes in EB5 equity. And they have arranged a $19 million EB5 equity package for this site, which is of interest to everybody probably on this call for something else you're working on. So I'd be happy to address that separately. This is one of the deepest sites in Daytona Beach. It's over 400 feet deep on average. We have what we call a coastal construction line here, and construction costs are far cheaper when you're west of that line. So you have an opportunity here to probably put 250, 300 condos or hotel rooms, kind of in a much lower cost part of the oceanfront developable land, if that makes any sense. So give me a call. I've actually got a couple other sites on the market in Daytona Beach. If this was too big or too small, we can go either way. So look forward to speaking to everyone on it.
All right, Tim, thank you. As always, we appreciate your leadership down there. Let's go to Chicago. Tim Franz has a single tenant net leased investment. Pretty familiar orange color, 10,260,000.
Yeah, thank you, John, and good morning, SVN. What we have here is an excellent opportunity for a very rare absolute triple net ground lease to Home Depot. As you may or may not know, Home Depot owns a majority of their sites in-house, so when you do see a ground lease, it's definitely an excellent opportunity to acquire a credit in a very, very strong home hardware market. The site is located in Farmington, New Mexico, which is in the Four Corners region where New Mexico meets Arizona, Utah, and Colorado. It's about probably 180 miles northwest of Albuquerque and Santa Fe. This Home Depot in particular has 8 years remaining out of an original 25-year lease. It has a very strong NOI of $564,000 with a rent bump coming in February of 2021, in which it will jump up to $612,000. The market itself in terms of Farmington is very strong. It is really based upon natural resources and the mining of those. It's located on a very strong stretch of highway with every retailer known under the sun. There's a regional mall just to the north, and it is adjacent to a Safeway-anchored shopping center with TJ Maxx, Petco, and Best Buy. So definitely a great deal for any trade clients as well as those investors looking for a passive type of asset in which you have strong credit and great cash flow coming in. We'll look forward to receiving your offers, and please give me a call with any questions. Thank you.
All right, Tim, thank you very much. We've got another Jumpstart coming up. We want to invite you to January 30th to February 1st. This time it's going to be in Charlotte, right at the city center. We look forward to having a 3-day event. You'll enjoy it. We've got a lot of new advisors and new managing directors as well. We hope to see you all in Charlotte.
Hey, John, I'm going to interrupt you 1 minute. I think Bill Riley, he was having some technical difficulties, has hopped on. Can we go back to his slide? Thank you.
Bill Riley, you're on.
He said he was on.
Did we solve those technical difficulties?
Thought we did. Try it one more time, and then if not, we'll.
Okay, Sarah.
There you go. Okay, Bill, you're on.
Hey, John, Bill Riley. Sorry about the miscue this morning.
It's all right, sir. Go ahead.
So we have a new listing here in Monte Vista, Colorado, southern Colorado, and it's the called the Sand Hill Hotel. Great opportunity located about 49 miles from Wolf Creek ski area. And it's the only highway that goes basically in southern Colorado to Wolf Creek. So it's a great stopping point in the middle of town. Great retail and restaurant activity right in the center of town with this project. The owners are an oil and gas group that went in and instead of just putting a fresh coat of paint on, they came in and redid the facility to the extent of being able to take it to a PIP level in the hospitality arena where Choice as well as Wyndham are actually calling on this group to see if they would like to join their flags under hospitality. And that goes to the extent that they got that through the PIP process, but decided not to do that because of the revenues that they could generate as a solely owned hospitality group without having a flag on it. Somebody who would want to take this over could institute a flag on it with one of these two or others. But right now it does cash flow pretty well. And, the upside potential on this is that they've increased revenues 320% over the pre-renovation revenues just in the first year alone. And, they put in solar, LEDs, just have taken it to the extent of even upgrading the swimming pool, which is the only swimming pool between Pagosa Springs and Wolf Creek Pass. And the upside potential is this guy is not a hotel operator and admits that, freely, but it's interesting to see the increase in revenues based on what they've done with this facility. So great opportunity for somebody, great cap rate at over 10.25%, and would love to hear from you.
All right, Mr. Riley, and Wolf Creek Pass, one of my favorite ski spots for sure. Let's go back. Let's stay in New Mexico. Why don't you come to New Mexico? I'm going to drive through New Mexico later today. We have our national conference there. You will not believe what we've arranged for you at the Hyatt Regency Tamaya. You will enjoy it. We have the entire resort. We're going to take it over, and we are going to relish in the magic of New Mexico. So please join us. Get signed up. Early bird registration ends 12/31, and hotel rooms are booking up fast, so please get in. Make sure that you're a part of our national conference. We also want to wish everybody a happy holiday. We thank you for joining us this morning. We're going to see you January 8th for our first SVN Live of 2018. And as always, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and the best for the new year. Good day.